Here we go. Let's talk about our 7 regions of the United States. Remember what the big deal is with geography. It's the foundation of our course, and it helps tell the story of America. I will always reference these regions and major cities as our course moves forward. A region is defined as an area or division, usually of a country, having definable characteristics. These states are grouped into 7 regions because they have something in common, whether it's location, economics or jobs, culture, or climate or physical features. I will briefly talk about each one as we start our course. First, let's talk about the Northeast, sometimes referred to as New England. Remember, NE for Northeast, NE for New England. This region is made up of 9 states, from Pennsylvania and New Jersey up to Maine. The Northeast is going to be a destination for jobs after the Civil War, as well as where millions of immigrants came to America for the first time. Next, we'll talk about our region, the Southeast. The Southeast is by far the biggest region with 14 states, from Maryland and Delaware down to Florida, and as far west as Louisiana and Arkansas. If anyone watches college football, the SEC, or the Southeast Conference, is literally this exact region. We'll see the Southeast go through many changes as it tries to rebuild itself after the Civil War. Next, we'll talk about the Midwest. That's easy to remember because it's the mid, or the middle of the country. 12 states make up large acres of farmland or cash crops like wheat, corn, and cattle raising still feed America today. Although the Midwest is known for its farmland, there's still big cities there too, like Detroit and Chicago. These 2 cities are going to make a name for themselves by manufacturing goods and selling them across the country. The Midwest is also going to be a place where people want to move to after the Civil War, including newly freed African Americans. Next is the Southwest. This is a 4-state region made up of Texas, Oklahoma, Arizona, and New Mexico. These states are known for their desert-like climates. These Southwest states were once areas of trade with the Spanish and Mexico, and what is now New Mexico was once a direct route west in the early 1800s. The Rocky Mountain region states are self-explanatory. This iconic mountain range cuts right through the region. We will see these states grow as people moved west for gold and silver and as the railroad was being built across the country. This region is also defined by its natural beauty, where many national and state parks were preserved in the late 1800s and early 1900s. Not surprisingly, the Pacific region borders the Pacific Ocean. Here I am in California. This region is easy to remember because there's only 3 states: California, Oregon, Washington. Remember it by the acronym COW, C-O-W. Also, don't forget, Washington State is in the Pacific, Washington, D.C., the capital, is in the Southeast. The Pacific region states were destinations for pioneers on the early westward expansion, and these states still have influence today, from the entertainment industry of Los Angeles to the tech boom towns of San Francisco and Seattle. Finally, we get to the non-contiguous region. The word non-contiguous means not connected or not attached. And this region is made up of 2 states, Alaska and Hawaii, and they are not connected to the lower 48 states of America. Alaska is up north, bordering Canada, and Hawaii is an island chain in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. These 2 states seem very different. Alaska and Hawaii both have natural resources such as oil and fishing industries, and they also contribute to the tourism industry. Alaska and Hawaii were the last 2 to become states in the late 1950s. The 2 major cities you need to know in the non-contiguous region also happen to be the capitals. We have Juneau, Alaska, and Honolulu, Hawaii. Thanks for listening to the 7 regions, the foundation of our course.